real esoteric truth about Christ, the real metaphysical, quantum physical meaning of Christ that is hidden from the public and that your local preachers and every religion won't tell you. Warning, because I'm about to expose the real information of all Bibles, all religions, all texts, including the Quran and all these texts, where they get this knowledge from, where they stole it from, and what the real esoteric true meaning of Christ means, what the story is really about, and who the real person really is, who Christ really is. The story about Christ getting crucified and the fallen angels falling from heaven into earth, not hell but earth, because all texts say that the devil got cast down to earth, not hell. It is really the story about how we all fell from light, how we all fell from Christ and fell from God. The Bible and the Quran and all these ancient texts are not literal books. They're all metaphysical, quantum physical, ancient hidden codes and texts in there. Leave some truth in there, but mix it in with a lot of lies to confuse, divide, and conquer, and to have people with the universal law of the truth, because it's a law that they have to leave some truth, not to get as worse karma, but they mix it in with a bunch of lies to still keep people divided and mixed up and always fighting about who has the truth or not. But the Bible is literally an allegory book. Do your research, but I'm here gonna talk to you and show you a little bit of awareness about that, with evidence too. So the story of Christ dying at 33 and the fallen angels falling from 33 dimensions, this heaven state realm, this light state, is a story about how blacks and Latinos fell from light, fell from Christ and God. It is the story of how we fell from light, from Christ consciousness, our crown chakra, which Christ translates from the original word from Greek, from crystals, which the Greeks stole it off Kemet, Egypt, which crystals means cursed, K-R-S-T, Christ, which means a high level of spirituality and awareness. And we used to vibrate so high and be connected to Christ consciousness so much that we were connected to 33 dimensions. That's the furthest light can vibrate to, and light is the fastest vibration in this realm. Light goes up to 33 dimensions in the 9 realms. The original meaning of the word human literally is H-U-E, man, which means light beings. Light beings that were manifested out of darkness, out of nothingness into light. Every color comes from darkness and every color ends with darkness. When you mix in all colors together, you get black. And like I said, the Bible has metaphysical truth in there mixed in with a lot of lies and confusion. Like for example, they demonized the 666. And 666 is the darkness that manifested the carbon in this physical matter into light. 97% of this realm is carbon, and carbon is made out of 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, and 6 protons, which that's electricity, the ethers. And they demonize the spiritual realm, the darkness, because everything is darkness. We can only perceive 1% of light. 99% of what you can observe is darkness. They demonize it because they leave the truth in there, but they do that to have light magic over it to get you scared of the darkness and scared of your inner darkness, your shadow self, and your demons, so you never conquer them and always run away from it. But to get back to the point, we were connected to Christ consciousness, our crown chakra, our heaven, our head, our heaven consciousness, so much so that we were all interconnected together with the planet, with each other, and we viewed everything and everyone as Christ, as God, as a reflection of each other. And that's what Christ came and taught, that we were all light beings, that we were all interconnected, and that God is within everyone and everything, and that you are made out of stars in the universe. And that's why they call him a Satanist and a witch and all these things. And even the Roman church got rid of him. Exactly how y'all throw blasphemous things at him and said that he's a Satanist and a witchcraft and a magician and a warlock and all these things, I get told the same things for saying the same thing he did. And the person Christ does not exist. Jesus Christ doesn't exist, but the story does. And the story is about everyone and everything. Thing is, he might have existed, but it's definitely not that name anymore. It's all been divided, lied to, and manipulated by the people that run the Bible, which is people that run the Bible and the people that run the Quran, because it's all ran by the Vatican. And who runs the Vatican? The elites, the 13 bloodline elites, and the royals and the government. And the government means governmental. Governmental. They control all these texts and all these things to control the populations and keep everybody divided, conquered, and in fear. Anything that spreads fear, division, or hate is meant to enslave you. Just know that. But yeah, we were interconnected with 33 dimensions, and it's the story about how we fell from Christ, from heaven into hell. And when we got casted down to earth, we landed in our heels, in our hell physical state. And it says that in hell there's fire. You know that we're all literally made out of fire and electricity, right? And here you get tortured. A lot of people get tortured their whole lives being slaves without them knowing they're slaves, and they'll even defend the system. That's how hell it is, that you're not even aware that it's hell. That's why the Freemasons used the number 33 and Christ out of 33, and they made everybody worship the fact that you fell from 33 dimensions and that they crucified you and enslaved you. That's why the Bible and all these texts talk a lot about worshiping your masters and suffering just like Jesus did in this life now to get your imaginary heaven after this realm. There's some truth in there that's hidden in there, but they mixed it in with a lot of lies and they perverted it. They leave some truth in there pretty much to get us to attach to it, but once you get attached to this religion, because it grabs us right away with the knowledge it offers, because it has some truth in there, because it's a lot of things that grab a lot of our people's attention to read it. But once you're in there and you start really reading what it's about and the purpose of it, it's really meant to just keep you boxed in thinking a certain way and to keep you passive and waiting for someone else to save you or empower you or love yourself, unless you know how to think for yourself and read the book for the good and the bad and read it for what it is. But a lot of people don't know how to do that and don't know how to really read the Bible, that they just read everything and take it word for word, bar for bar, and they're still lost and they claim they know the truth and they haven't even read the whole Bible, or if they did, they read it completely the wrong way, told by someone else. But that's what I'm here to do, to reveal to you and show you what the book really is and what it really means, and how to access the real powerful truth and knowledge of the book that it offers in there, because it has some truth mixed with a lot of lies, and I'm here separating the real from the fake. But yeah, it's about how we fell from our Christ crown chakra, our Christ consciousness, into our third low physical dense matter, and we fell from light, and light is the highest vibration. That's why the more hotter it gets, the more electricity, the more hotter everything gets, and the more everything vibrates higher in electricity. And the highest vibration is light, and it is literally electricity that's hot, and that's what we're made out of. We're literally electricity and heat. That's why when your body leaves, it goes cold, and they measure your electricity by a frequency when we are dying. We fell from light into this physical matter where we can now only observe less than 1% of the light spectrum, and we fell into the 4 phases of physical matter, which is liquids, gases, plasma, and solids. And the thing is, everything around you is light, and everything around you is vibrating, and everything is alive, including all these material things. This roof, that fan, the walls, it's literally alive and it's vibrating, and it's entities and beings you cannot see with these 2 eyes. If you get a microscope right now and look at it from the wall with a microscope, or look at this table or whatever you're looking at this phone from, you will see from this microscope that everything is light and everything's vibrating and everything is its own being, everything's its own cells. You just can't observe it with these 2 eyes because we fell from that light, and we can observe only less than 1% of the physical realm. We can't even observe the physical realm fully and the spiritual realm. So these 2 lies are literally lying to you. These two eyes are only projecting and observing what this third eye projects with this third eye, God's eye, Horus eye, which projects this whole reality. The third eye is the spiritual world projecting into this physical world. Everything starts from mind, and mind is the creator of all. Your mind projects everything, and it's literally been proven by quantum physics and metaphysical physics that nothing exists until you observe it. So that literally means that you project the simulation, you project and manipulate this energy in this realm. That's what Christ taught. Christ taught how to manipulate this realm and transcend from your lower self, your devil self, and transcend into heaven, how to manipulate the negative energy into positive and balance it out. God is just here to learn how to be God again, and remember he's God again by going through hell and experiencing Satan and rising above Satan. But the story of Christ and the fallen angels is about Black and Latino people falling from 33 dimensions, falling into the 3rd dimension. That's why Christ died at 33. The Freemasons use the number 33, and we have 33 vertebrae that's connected to our spine, to our Kundalini energy, that's connected to our Christ crown chakra, our 3rd eye chakra, our throat chakra, our heart chakra, solar plexus chakra, sacral plexus chakra, and the root chakra. It's a real scientific thing that actually exists. That's why the hospitals use that symbol of the snake and the spine, and the Adam and Eve stories about the Kundalini energy too, and the story of life creation, which that's for a different video. Not only is the story of Christ and Satan and the fallen angels about how we fell from 33 dimension to the 3rd dimension, it's about how Satan created his own human race to enslave us all, to have control and power over this world, and have power over the gods and goddesses of this realm, which are your Black and Latino, 9 Ether Anunnaki gods and goddesses, your carbonated melanated beings, your sun people, which that's what ancient Kemet means, sun people. For a different video, I can talk about how these Caucasians, these people that come from the Caucasus Mountains, come from another planet with you know who and invaded this planet. But peace to the gods and goddess of planet Kai. One love.